mute man talking, a blind man watching. My brothers die, and I've built our coffins much too often, and it gets so dark when our mothers cry. I know more than I want to, but not nearly enough. I thought I was writing for the love, but it just turned to be lust, and my trust in us was gullibility. The reality is just that I'm not who I was, nor who I will be. But sometimes I feel me visiting, and I fill me with the lush scent of soul, the flavor of feeling, a rush of color. I think the pleasure may kill me, the pressure squeezes and spills me into the language of the unseen, the unthought, and the undreamed. In my heart begins to pump the thick, rich fluid of verse, searching for a simple word or phrase to fill the phase between the wet nurse and the black hearse. And I know sometimes my words lack worth, lack depth, lack girth, lack the distance to travel from heaven to earth, or from mind to brain, or from soul to flesh. I hold my breath and I hollow hope that my hopes ain't hollow. It's just a message in a bottle, or a genie in a bottle, or a baby in their bottle, or a wino in his bottle. The symphony of me is stuck in staccato like a broken break beat, breaking the vinyl into bits of blackness, spinning in circles. Come down, selector. Last night the DJ took my life and left the speakers empty, and the speakers speechless, and the dancers still dancing or not. They don't see our music as musing, merely amusing amusement. How could they know in basement booths we balance the nexus between where the soul and the flesh is, where the science of intellect is? We rock genius like a necklace and drop jewels in gutters. But they fooled our mothers into thinking that they could raise sons in the darkness of night. But isn't the night always dark before the sun is raised? And when the sun is raised, doesn't he make the block hot and the eyes squint? And the breath sweat, and the trees grow, and the children play? The raised sun makes the pavement see the wavy apparitions, the mirage of future. But I know I'm a dead man walking, a mute man talking, a blind man watching. My brothers die, and I've built all coffins much too often, and it gets so dark when our mothers cry. So now I'm walking a thin line between love and hate, between words that are spoken and beats that break. There's a thin line between the bullet in the chamber and the bullet in the brain. I'm civilized, sane, the little savage in me. It's not a little savage in me, it's a lot of passion in me. And sometimes the soul rolls out of control without a glass of Remy. And some niggas are fine with being slaves just as long as master's friendly. And others spit fire at master until the Mac is empty. You don't need to pass a semi to see the assassin in me, but know that no soul is taken accidentally. The angel of death has an itinerary and snatch you right out of your Bentley, right out of your Gucci jeans, and right out of your Fendi, right out of your dashiki, and right out of your Kenti. Allah has written in his book and there's no erasing the pen's ink. So why do we ignore what God knows and rely what men think? We're just boys on a back street trying to get in sync. My balance is off. My talent is lost. I've married my art, but she's barren, of course, and I can hear in her voice that we're nearing divorce. So, before our hearing in court, I may have to kill my dreams and bury the corpse. I shed a tear for the loss. I feel like I'm bearing the cross, but my conception is so far from immaculate. For the most part, we a bunch of bastard kids. Our fathers are gone, caught in a cycle of sadomasochists because our lives are dead wrong, or resurrected like Lazarus because our mothers are strong. And our romance is about as romantic as the master's kiss, but we have got to move on. And our lives are about as painful as the master's whip, but we have got to move on. And I wish I could just sing for justice, but I know no such song. I know about Shahada, Salat and Quran, Jihad, martyrdom, and homemade bombs. And sure, they didn't say I'm wrong for talking about homemade bomb, but the leader of the free world can drop A-bombs and napalm and got the nerve to ask why do they hate us when they still got the blood on their palms, why they stayed long and sang songs about freedom and justice all bloody day long. They claim to live right, but they have got to be dead wrong. And maybe just because I'm so young and headstrong, but right now I'm ready to run headlong into enemy fire with sight with desire death. I just got the same blood that pumps to a lion's chest. I come from a line of warriors that take off their iron vest, unsheathe their swords, and sprint to the thick of the mess. So I am begging them now. Send me your best. There's only two possible outcomes. One, I could send them to rest. Or two, they could send me to my Lord. I like the second one the best, but I will kill the killers and live and settle for less, because I'm already a dead man walking, a mute man talking, a blind man watching. My brothers die, but I won't build our coffins, and I will not take part in the death of my heart's kin. I'd rather die.
Wow.